Come along for week 7. Lots of big updates, actually. I'm going to be shifting and changing a little bit in week 7 and 8 with some new things, so tune on in. Hi friends, welcome to week 7. We are in that next phase, the remaining 21 days of my 63-day program. And in the next 21 days, we are focused on consistency. We already did the eat simple, move daily. Now we're on to be consistent. And consistency is the key to changing, shifting, evolving as a human, and especially around weight loss. You can't expect results if you're not consistent on putting in the actual things that need to take place, like eating simple, moving daily, and then finalizing just that pattern behavior, that habit around consistency. My week 7 looks a little bit different. So I have been focused on, optimizing my overall wellness throughout 2025 and especially during this challenge. And so the first 2 days of this 7 weeks is a water fast. I wanted to be able to do 72 hours, but I ended up getting pretty ill right around 48 hours. So I broke my fast. It was not worth going into dehydration. I just felt my body was really, really off. And yes, I could have powered through, but I don't have a lot to work with on my body. And so I just safety first always. And so I broke my fast at 48 hours. But I must say fasting for 2 full days was really, really enlightening. I never think about food. Never. I don't even think about my next meal. I just know I'm going to eat my starch and my veg and so forth. The first day, I seriously couldn't stop thinking of food. I had to get off Instagram. I had to rewire my brain to not think about food. It was crazy. And so that was really interesting. And I continued with my walk the first day and the second day, but the second day, it took me way, way longer, but I just wanted movement. So what I'm finding out is fasting probably isn't for me because I love to be active. And so me being able to rest for a period of time is kind of challenging. I drank a ton of water and I even supplemented with electrolytes that had 0 calories. So I was doing all of the things. And even before I started the fast, I actually went to an IV place and got liquid in my system. So I did so much hydration going into the fast. I was really surprised that I felt dehydrated. My Oura Ring actually gave me a notification that my levels were changing in my body. So something was really off. And so safety first, I ended up doing 48 hours and I'm really happy with my 48 hours. And so I broke my fast with some miso soup, and food never tasted so good. And so I'm transitioning the next 10 days into a Parasite heavy metal detox cleanse, and basically going to be eating fruit and pureed soups, and you can eat smoothies and things like that, but you cannot have caffeine. So no coffee and no kombucha for me. And if you know that, that is a big challenge. So I am going to be showing you my meals for this program that I'm doing with you all in the 7 weeks and going into the 8th week of my meals that I'm having for the detox. But this doesn't mean you need to go and eat these meals because it comes with a full kit. There's all these protocols and things like that. But I'm just showing you what I'm eating so that you can be on this journey with me. Week 6, I lost additional 1 pound, and that was before my fast. So I feel really good. I feel toned. I feel in a really amazing state. And that's what's most important. So I'll probably lose a little bit of weight during my detox, maybe, but I'm also gonna be eating fruits. You can have avocados if they're pureed and things like that. So I won't be depriving myself of food by any means. And I think it's just a great transition into I think it's a great transition from my fast to just like eating super clean for the next 10 days. And what I mean by clean is like pureed meals that are easy on the stomach, things like that. But here's the thing. When I follow Starch Solution, I eat my fruit. I don't puree it. I like my soups. I chew my soups and things like that. So this is a little off the beaten path around Starch Solution, but I want to show you my adventure because some of you may be wanting to dig deeper into your health and wellness and be able to explore new things. I grabbed a few things at Whole Foods while I was in town today. They actually didn't have a lot of fruit, and I'm gonna need more fruit for this week, so I'll probably go back. But I got some pears, blueberries, bananas, and a few things to make some soups that I need to puree. So kept it super simple, but I definitely do need to go back. Today looks a little bit different. I am fasting, doing a water fast, and so I'm just gonna take it 24 hours at a time. So I woke up and I started my fast yesterday at 4:30. So 4:30 p.m. every 4:30 p.m. is going to be 24 hours. And here we are in the morning. It's about 7 o'clock. So we will see how I do with my water fast. Going to start drinking a bunch of water. Starting my day with a nice gentle walk. This is my day 1 of my water fast. And you know, for me, walking is yes a workout, but it also is something that I just feel like I need to do because I love to do it. And there's like a need, want, and a love around it. And I love getting like the sun on me and walking the dogs and just being out in nature. And so I'll see how I do with my walks as the days go on, as I do my water fast, and go from there. I am wearing my lighter vest because I feel good with a little extra weight on me as I walk. And so just checking in. It's over my first 12 hours for sure. And it is going well so far. Already have drank water this morning and now going on a walk. Okay, it is about 11:30. I already did my walk, my rebounder this morning, and then I went to my Spanish class, and I felt a little like, I could feel like a little hunger cues, and I drank my first 32 ounces of water, so I'll drink way more when I get home, but I just feel like I do need to rest, so I think that's what my afternoon's gonna look like. I'm here resting on the sofa. It is late afternoon on day 1, and it's kind of crazy. I was observing earlier. It's like when you know you're not going to eat food, you want food, but like on a normal day, I'd be like, oh, I'm okay. So anyways, drinking lots of water and hanging out with my little cuties here. I think they're liking a day of fasting because they just get to be on top of me. So far, so good. I'm not super hungry. I have been a little tired, but overall, feeling good. I just have to say that it's like trippy when you know that you're not eating and then you want to, but then like on a normal day, I could probably go like hours and hours longer. It's crazy. And I'm actually baking bread for some neighbors, and so it's not even tempting me. So I have the right mindset. I'm just like, ooh, I wish I could have this. Ooh, I wish I could have this, because in my mind, I said that I'm not going to. So our mind is very, very powerful. to say that I have never done a water fast, and I am just amazed by humans that can do it for such a long period of time. I have to say that, you know, that first day actually wasn't too bad, besides thinking about food. But the second day I started feeling a little depleted. I felt like I just wasn't able to do as much. I have to say, coming off the fast on that third day after I broke the fast on night 2 with some miso soup, the next day I felt a little tired in the morning, but I had this like spring of energy and this clarity where I was on fire. So it has to be something around the fast. I felt so good. And even the next few days have felt so good. I felt so uplifted, and I will probably do another fast. I probably won't aim to do, 72, but I think I'm gonna try even some more intermittent fasting in my Starch Solution journey. And just like the clarity and how I felt coming off of the fast was so amazing. And, during the fast, it was just so important to just check in with my body throughout the day with no food, observing how I feel with no food. It wasn't that I was like hungry even on day 2. I just knew that like my body was getting depleted, and I needed to probably eat if I wanted to like continue and be active, which that's what I ended up doing. And so we each have our own journey. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion and things like that. But the best thing about it was safety first. I felt like I needed to come off of it. And I feel 48 hours for my first fast was really, really good. And I will probably do it again because of how I felt after the fast. Clear-headed, super energetic, and I'm always energetic. But like I had this whole other state of being of just having so much energy. So they usually say, make sure if you are fasting or if you have medical concerns, have somebody monitor you. In my case, I didn't feel like I needed medical supervision, but also if I would have gone on further, I would have probably needed medical supervision. And that's why I just said safety first, cutting it off and breaking my fast with some miso soup. I got my holistic wellness kit for my detox. So, just gonna open all this up. I am super, I love this whole kit and how it looks. The delivery of it is amazing. It's a full thing. Enema. Yep, that's happening. Gonna have to give myself enemas every day, I believe. I'm gonna have to read the full protocol, but I do believe that is what is going to need to happen. So I got my whole kit here. Amino acids. How cool. A tongue scraper, which I already have, which is great though. But just the attention to detail with this company, like a sage dry brush, have one, but always can have a new one. These are pills, Parasite. Like, how cute are these bags? Super cute, super, super cute. Nourishing greens, all vegan, gluten-free, which is really cool as well. A bunch of kidney tea, Plasmium binder. This is going to be so amazing, y'all. So stay tuned for the whole 10 days. It's happening. I have my little bowl here. I have to go to the grocery store to get just my juices and some veggies and some fruit, and it's all organic. So this is what I'm saying. Eat organic foods if you can. me show you my whole setup for my detox. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have my blender out just in case I need it. I have my mixer, my little tea thing, my measuring, all of my supplements that I got from them. Then I got just some like organic smoothies, my organic grapes, and like just some more measuring stuff, a little glass to drink my mix in, and then I'm putting out my supplements that I need to have for the rest of the day. So have my little setup in my kitchen. As you know, I like to share with you what I'm up to, what I'm focusing on. The great thing about it, y'all, is the food they want you to eat is all starch solution. Besides like maybe putting oil in soup or something like that. But I just omitted it. And wow, I was a little nervous jumping into it, but I just felt a calling to do it. And the reason I say that is I really am on this whole health and wellness, optimal wellness. And I just felt like if I'm fueling myself with so many clean, amazing foods, and I have parasites or heavy metals in my body from many, many years ago. They're in our bodies from like even childhood. And I'm trying to get this optimal health, this optimal body. I really needed to go through this. So this is a full kit, and I will link below the company that I used. Such a pretty, amazing kit that you get into the mail. And you get a PDF sent to you, and it's over like 70 pages. They educate you on, before you do the detox and after you do the detox, and step-by-step things. They also show you photos of some of the things that may come out of you. This is a real thing, y'all. And I just have felt so called to do this. I know that doing the fast for 48 hours and then transitioning into the detox was brilliant. And the reason being is I didn't eat for 48 hours. And the detox has you eat fruits and vegetables, all organic, y'all, all organic. And you can eat the actual fruit, but if you can also make like fruit smoothies, but if you make like a soup, you just puree it. And we're just being easy on our bodies. And I feel like that's exactly what you need to do after a fast. So it was just this great transition into the detox from the fast. I have been doing my morning protocols, my afternoon protocols, and my evening protocols, really focusing in on my body and how I feel. Woo! What a journey it has been. It has been so transformational in the sense of knowing and understanding my body more and being able to release some things that just were not serving myself. And it's been really, really just enlightening to be on this journey and do it for myself. And I'm doing it by myself and just putting in the work to get some amazing results. I had a procedure done halfway through my detox where I was able to get more things flushed out of me, which was super beneficial to this whole entire journey. They give you different recommendations, protocols, things that you can opt out of or opt in on that could really help you move through the detox in different ways based on what you need. They have a full workbook as well where you can, release things and just be in a state of gratitude for our body, understanding that it may need to release things from our bodies so that we can really live optimal in the way we want to live. Just such a transformational journey, and I couldn't recommend it more. It's not easy. Like the whole process, yes, it's 10 days, so we can do anything for 10 days, but some of the protocols are pretty strict. For me, not drinking coffee or having my kombucha has been like an adjustment, but we can do hard things. And I told myself in 2025, I was gonna push myself and I was gonna do hard things and get myself out of my comfort zone. And this detox definitely did that. am loving how this soup is turning out. It's a kidney soup. So I'm cooking down everything with veggie broth, and then I will puree it. But I'm gonna add in some organic diced tomatoes and kidney beans. And they want you to puree everything, so I'll cook this down even a little bit longer. And then puree it once it kind of just like absorbs more of the flavor. So I added in the tomatoes. So I'm just gonna let this like sit and simmer for a little bit longer. And then I will puree it before I eat. And I probably will get 1 to 2 meals out of this. It is morning, day 2 of the detox. I went 1 full day with no caffeine, no coffee, no kombucha. And I ended up having more fruit yesterday because I feel like I came off my fast and I just needed like water content food. And so I had a lot of fruit that nourished me and had the shake that they provide that is vegan, which is great. And then I made this like yummy stew and I pureed it. They ask you to puree all of your food besides just eating like normal fruit. So I had that. I felt so full and satisfied. I feel so good moving into day 2. Are you feeling stuck with Starch Solution? You've tried it, you haven't been able to really commit to it, you don't fully understand it, you need some accountability. If I am talking to you, I wanna see you in my next 63-day program. We are having amazing results with so many amazing humans transforming how they think about food, transforming their bodies and their minds. It is so remarkable. And so if I'm speaking to you, I would love to see your name on the next waitlist. Day 2 of the detox, I felt like I had pretty big appetite, so I am just eating as my hunger cues tell me to. So I'm eating the raw fruit in like its normal state, or you can have a smoothie, or you can have pureed soups, which are really good. So I actually had a leftover soup from day 1 and it was delicious. It might be like on the rotation of different kind of soups that I make, and I puree it and it was delicious. I had some weird smudge come out of my system, and I shouldn't even say it was a little bit, it was quite a bit on day 2. And so I'm getting lighter, I feel like I take that out. I can tell that my system is like running very effective, and it's only day 2. So feeling really good. I went to the grocery store just to get kind of like a midweek since I'm eating so much fruit. I wanted a lot of fresh fruit. So here is my stack of fruit that I have just out in the kitchen. I'll show you my fridge. So I still have some potatoes that I'll eat with some onions to make the soups, and then I have a bunch more fruit. So this will probably get me through the entire probably 6-7 days. I'm on currently day 3. I have some tomatoes from the remaining soup the other night, and so I also needed to get some microgreens for the soup I'm gonna make, and I got some blueberries. So there we are. Day 3. So I started getting super clear-headed. I haven't had caffeine in the full 3 days. I haven't had my kombucha. So things just kind of look a little bit different. So I'm spending my time differently. And so on day 3, I spent so much time cleaning out my pantry, cleaning out my house. Just like, I just feel so much emotional pull to release other things in my life, such as like clutter and just extra things that I'm not gonna eat in my pantry. So I would say day 3, I'm just getting very, very clear-headed, and I have so much energy. I go to bed around like 7 or 8. I didn't go to bed on day 3 till like 10 o'clock, and I slept really good, but I was like anxious to get up the next morning and not even having coffee. So my morning routine has shifted a little bit. I'll be anxious to get back to my coffee, my 1 cup a day with, a 4th cup of soy milk, but I'm kind of just soaking in these moments of clarity and really moving through all the mantras that they give you. On day 3, I had something weird come out of my system. It looked like some kind of like worm, and it was like attached to the smudge. So I'm not really sure what it was, but it was something, and it probably shouldn't be in there. So that has been released, and I feel really, really good about it. After the enema on day 3, I'm actually not nervous about it. Like, I feel like I can do anything. If it's not something you're used to doing, you're trying something new, you don't know all the protocols, you learn it. And with day 3, I ended up becoming a little bit more comfortable with it. So hopefully that continues. Day 4, recap of the detox. I have had so much energy the last few days, and I'm having no caffeine, and I'm just like also detoxing so many things in the house and just purging and getting rid of and just getting really clear with my thoughts. And it just feels so good to be in this space where I know I'm doing amazing things for my body, feeling great from day 4. More to come. Day 5, recap. This has been the hardest day so far. I went and got a colonic, and I wasn't able to like pass things through good because of all the smudge from the supplement that they're having me take for the detox. And so at night I got back, and let's just say 2 hours of like trying to allow it to move through without giving too much detail. And yesterday was definitely the hardest day, day 5. As far as food and things like that, totally fine. Haven't been super hungry, but just moving through everything in my body has been a challenge on day 5. This week I lost 0.6 pounds. So I am at a total of 8.5 total pounds in the series and feeling so amazing. Going into week 8, feeling so amazing, vibrant. I am still doing my complete detox, so I have a few days left, but welcome to week 8. Let's jump in and see how things have gone. This week definitely was hard. I felt under the weather. I just have not been feeling my best. So I am relying on starches and resting, and that has been really good for my body. It must be exactly what I need. So this week I had lost a total of 1 pound. So I have lost a total of 9.5 pounds in this series, and I just feel amazing. Keeping it super simple, but definitely took a turn and got sick. My body just telling me to rest, and I just need to honor that. Day 6 of the detox, making myself this sweet potato curry soup. I will definitely blend it, but just cooking it down. Here we are. We have a day 6 recap of the detox. Day 6 was a way better day than day 5. That is for certain. And things started moving through my system and just feeling so energetic, and I feel like the Energizer Bunny. Like, I literally don't stop. I'm continuing to purge, clean my house. I enjoy taking naps on the weekends, and I just haven't this weekend. I have so much energy, so much I want to get done. I'm creating to-do lists, creating active lists, that stuff I want to do. So I'm just feeling on top of the world coming out of day 6. Day 7 recap. Didn't have much of an appetite, which was completely fine. I am coming kind of to the conclusion that I am not able to see if I have parasites, heavy metals, things like that. Nothing is like abnormally like coming out of me when I'm doing my enemas and things like that. So that's a good sign, as I am fully plant-based, super strict with my diet, don't eat processed foods, all of that. So I am onto something around having just really optimal health. They say parasites you may not be able to see, so I'm just doing it, clearing out my system, and it has been feeling really, really good. Sitting here on day 9 of the detox, feeling really good. I have been enjoying eating fruit and soups, and I know that my body has just really enjoyed almost just kind of like going through a different digestion. I will say that I think I eat super clean, and I share with you most of my series around food and what I eat, and I eat so well that I just don't think that I'm finding things in my system that need to come out. I don't know if I have parasites. Some people say you can see them, some people say you can't, but I just don't feel like I'm in a place where I can be like, wow, I really got a detox. Besides, I just feel really good by eating this way and kind of moving through the protocols. Day 10 of the detox. I cannot wait to eat some really good starches. I will definitely say I've enjoyed eating like the soups and the fruits, but I really just want to go back to the way that I love to eat those starches and vegetables. So can't wait. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you are first to know when I release a new video. Click down below here to subscribe. Until next week, my friends, tune in to see what the next week is gonna look like.